Hi, everybody. Um, don't know if anyone is awake still, but I said I would come back on later tonight. I look a mess. Forgive me. Um, I've been moving the furniture and stuff around all day, rearranging my space, which is why the lights are out behind me so you don't have to look at all the mess because I can't dig my screen out. It's back behind stuff. So, um, anyhow, I just thought I would pop in and say hello to everybody and happy Saturday. Hi, Karen. Hi, Teresa. Another late night for me. You think I would be in bed exhausted by now because I've been up since 7, which is late really for me to sleep. Hi, Marby. And then I've been rearranging my space. Still working on it. So moving furniture and this and that and the other. Hi, Jenny. And you would think I would be tired. And I am, but I'm not like falling on my face tired. However, if 30 minutes from now y'all see me do this number, that's when you say, okay, Sherry, it's time for bed. Hi, Deanne. Hi, Janet. And it's 11:43 here as well, Marby. So you must be in Central Time like me. Um, yeah, I have. I'm more of a night person than a morning person. Which you would think I would get a job that didn't require me to get up at the crack of dawn every day, but no, every job I've ever had, I got to get up at like 5 in the morning. Hi, Bora Bora, and I, I'm just, I have to force myself to go to sleep every night, so it's go figure. Anyway, hi, Marina. Just got home from what? What did you say? Wait, I told you I'd join you. Yeah, you sure did. Hi, Helena. My son was in Jasper, Texas for the last day and a half. He did a gig there. He didn't play, he was just running the sound for uh, the band. Uh, um, Julian, crap, now I'm going to go blank on his last name. Anyway, it's a for hi, Mickey. Um, so he's been in Jasper, just got home a little bit ago. Um, But when he was there, they were playing a festival, the band was. Um, and so he came home and he says, Mom, I brought you a gift. And I said, Oh, you brought me a gift, huh? He said, Yeah. He said, There was a lady that was in the booth next to where we were set up for the band. And she was like selling crystals and cards and uh, uh, incense and all that kind of stuff. And he said, and I went over and started talking with her. And I said, I told her, hey, yeah, my mom does that. She reads cards and has a YouTube channel and everything. And the lady said, oh, well, she might like this and she might like that. So he wound up getting me some goodies. First, he got me this, it's like a smell good thingy you hang in your car, right? So, and it's got the butterfly on the front, which I love. And, uh, and then he got, dragon blood sage. This stuff smells so good. Oh my goodness. Let's see what else. Oh, and then a Palo Santo stick as well. And he got me a deck of cards, the Green Witch Oracle. I was like, oh, that's so cool. I haven't even unwrapped it yet. It's still wrapped in the plastic. I gotta bless it and cleanse it and do all that good stuff to it. So I was like, oh my God, I can't believe you brought me gifts. Yeah, he said, the lady made me write your name down. And he said, and then she decided instead of writing your name down here, she took her phone out. He said, she made me pull it up on her phone so she could mark it down. I said, oh, cool. I said, hopefully I'll have a new subscriber. That'll be nice. And hi, Andrea. So he is a good son. He can be a pain in the ass sometimes, but overall, he's pretty darn good. Anyway, so what y'all want to talk about? You want me to just pull some cards for you? Y'all got something you want to chat about? I'm in a talkative mood, so yeah, Bora Bora, me too. Jenny, myself, I love the dragon's blood. It smells so good. I just, unfortunately, I can't really burn it in the house. I have to wait. If my brother's going to be like gone all day, then I can burn a little bit of incense inside, but otherwise I have to do it outside because he's allergic to it. So I don't burn it in the house. I keep saying I'm going to make up a spray so that I can walk around and just spritz stuff, but I never get around to it. I think it, but that's as far as it gets. I told Deanne that I was going to have to get some of her oils that she sells now. You know, she does different types of oils. Hi, Amy. And so, matter of fact, I told Deanne the other day, I said, I'm getting ready to do an order from you. I said, and I don't know what to get, so I'll leave it up to you to you get with your guides to get with my guides and figure out what you need to send me, and we'll go from there. And hi, Helena. And anyway, Amy and I will be doing a show tomorrow. Well, I guess it's almost tomorrow now. At what time is it, Amy? At 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock Central Time. Hi, MJ. But we're going to be doing a St. Patrick's Day party. So, and I'm not sure who all is going to join us. Amy, I'm assuming you send invites out to everybody. I know I buzzed David and Arthur, but I haven't heard back. So, and I don't know who else you contacted, but so we'll see. But you know, if y'all show up, wear green. Otherwise, you're going to get pinched. And oh my goodness. So that ought to be fun. And then at is it tomorrow? Yeah, at 4:30 p.m. Central Time tomorrow, Juno and I will be doing our fortune and flows that we're doing now. So we'll be I'll be doing 2 shows tomorrow, so or almost today. It's like 10 till, so almost today. That's right. We'll reach through the screen and pinch you if you don't have green on. I've got some green shamrock earrings that I bought, God, decades ago from Avon. And they're cute little earrings. You know, they're not like big, gaudy things. They're very nice. And I can't find them. They're somewhere around here. There's no telling. I've got jewelry all over the damn place. Me and my bling. I love my bling. Can't help myself. I guess I should have freshened up my makeup before I came on, huh? And it's not that bad. But anyway, so yeah, that's what tomorrow's got in store. And then had a couple of doctor's appointments coming up this week. And the best news of all is that I got my plane tickets bought. I fly out to California on April 10th and pick up my new car, new for me car. It's not new, but it's new for me. And my son's going to come with me. We're going to fly out to California and go get the car, spend a day or two in California, and try to see who all can maybe meet for lunch, do like a lunch at one of the local restaurants or something, and just, you know, hang for a few hours and see if I can meet some people. It'd be great to meet a few people face to face. And then we'll be heading back to Louisiana with a stop off for Val Dragon Crystals I forget now. I think she's in Nevada, Arizona. I don't know, somewhere like that. I got her address though. We'll stop and see her, and then stop in Phoenix. And my son has a couple of Navy buddies that he served with when he was in the Navy. Stop and visit them, and then stop in Tucson and see Juno, get to meet her face to face, and then hit the road and drive the rest of the way home. It's a good 27 to 30-hour drive from Phoenix to Louisiana, where I live. Just depending on traffic and weather, and hopefully the weather will be nice that week. And yes, Karen, I guess you haven't heard. I'm going to be in Palm Springs, Miss Ann, and hello, Miss Ann. I'm going to be going into Palm Springs, California, and yes, so the car. About a month ago, I got a message from one of my supporters who said, "Are you still looking for a car?" I said, "Yes, I am." And he said, "Okay." He says, "Great, I have one for you." I said, "Oh, great." I said, you know, how do I get it? Because I knew he lived on the West Coast. And he says, "Well, if you can fly out here and then just drive it back." And I was like, "Works for me." And I said, "Well, what kind of car is it?" He said, "Well, it's a 2004 and it's got 100,000 miles on it, but it runs like new and it looks great except for a small dent in one side." And I was like, "Yeah, that's a real deal killer. It's got a dent in it." I said, "You should see what I'm driving right now." A dent is nothing. And so he said, "Yeah, it's in great shape." He said, I said, "Well, does it have AC and heat?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Sold." I said, "I'll come and get it." I said, "Well, what kind of car is it? You didn't tell me what kind of car it was." He says, "Oh, it's a Mercedes." And I was like, "Okay, no, that's not funny. Let's not mess with Sherry's head today." I said, "Really?" I was like, "What kind of car is it?" He said, "It's a Mercedes." I'm like, "You've got to be kidding me." He said, "No." He said, "I collect cars and I'm moving, and I decided I'm not bringing all the cars with me, so I've been getting rid of all of them." And when I got to the Mercedes, he said, "Spirit just told me that belongs to Sherry. So I called you to make sure you still needed a car." I was like, "Yes, I'll take it." I've never had anything that fancy, but it's like, hot damn, man. A damn Mercedes. And 100,000 miles on a Mercedes is like nothing. Everybody I've talked to is like, "Man, that car is going to run another 10, 15 years before you'll even have to worry about it." So I am really, really excited. I've never had anything that nice before, so it's exciting. But yeah, hey, Book, you missed Marina was on earlier. I missed most of it because I had to go pick my son up from the drummer's house when they got back in. And but I managed to catch the tail end of it anyway. Um, you're right, Book. Manifesting works. I've been manifesting a new damn car for like 2.5 years now. And it was like everybody kept saying, "Well, put pictures of what you want up so you can look at the pictures." And I'm like, I don't care what it is. I don't care what kind of car it is. I don't care what color it is. None of that is important to me. As long as it looks decent, drives good, and is not gonna immediately have to go in the shop and cost me an arm and a leg. I'm a happy camper. I'm fairly easy to please. And so, yeah, when this happened, I was blown away. I'm still pinching myself sometimes, not believing that it's actually happening. Um, I didn't, about 2 weeks before this happened, I had done a late night pop up, and Marina was in the chat. She was there, she remembers. And Arthur from Ease Your Mind popped into the chat. And I was saying something, it's silvery gray. It's what they call steel gray, something like that. It's a gray color. Um, or anyway, Arthur had popped into the chat and I was saying something about, I got to get another car. This is making me crazy. And he says, I told you to stop talking about that. You're going to get another car. You're going to get it in March or April, and it's going to be really nice. I'm like, okay, okay, okay. I won't talk about it anymore. And it was like 2 weeks later, I got this call, and immediately I had to text Arthur. It was like, dude, you were so spot on. It's eerie. He said, I told you were going to get it. So, yeah. And it was when I told Marina about it. I think you were the first one I told about it. Um, the first thing she said was, Arthur said that's when you were going to get it. I was like, oh, yeah, he did. I forgot about it completely. So, true story. That's right. So, I mean, I've had a new car before. Back when Toyota came out with the Yaris, I bought a brand new one when I lived in Phoenix and actually made decent money and could afford a new car. And I bought a little green Yaris. I loved that little car. It was so great. And and then I let them talk me into trading it in for a more expensive car. And then I was out of work for 11 months and had to give the car back to the bank. I couldn't make the payments anymore. And that was depressing, and to say the least. And I only had like a year and a half left to pay on it, and it had been paid off. They would not work with me. I was dealing with Wells Fargo, so I don't know if any of y'all have ever had to deal with Wells Fargo, but yeah, it they're not very accommodating. That's right, Book. You were there too. Bora Bora, just start putting it out there. I mean, if you know exactly what you want, then yeah, do the pictures and everything. That helps, I'm sure. I just was like, I don't care what kind of car it is. I don't care what color it is. I just want something that runs good and looks decent. I'm tired of driving an eyesore that when I go out in public in it, I'm embarrassed to be seen. Um, I'm serious. If y'all saw the car I was driving, you would wonder how in the world I even got in it. I mean, it's more rust than metal. So I've been always been scared to try to get the rust off because I'm afraid there won't be anything left to hold the car together. And hi, Barbara. Yes, I'm on. Come on, come on over. Oh, I guess I should. She's not in the damn chat, Sherry. Um, okay. Um, wow. Now everybody is going to start dinging me. But so anyway, um, you're right, Book. Spirit has been, and it's been a real trial for me to truly put my faith behind what others were telling me and what I was trying to learn. Um, it sounds so easy. Oh, just manifest it. It's like, yeah, it's not that easy. Um, and in some ways, it's not. I mean, you have to really, really believe it. And I think it was after that night with Arthur fussing at me saying, I told you you're going to get a car. And it was like the next day, I was sitting out on my patio and I threw my hands up in the air and said, okay, fine. I will drive the eyesore junk heap until it falls apart. And I'm happy. It runs. And it was like 2 weeks later, boom, I get this phone call. So it was when I finally just gave it up to the universe and just said, okay, fine, whatever. You're going to send me what you're going to send me. And I'm just not going to worry about it anymore. I'm putting it out of my mind. And it was like as soon as I got to that point, boom, that's when everything started happening. And so I just started, Barbara. You're not late. I just started like 19 minutes ago, so you're good. And and I know several other people have jumped in here since I got started, and I think I missed saying hello to y'all. And I'm sorry. Um, for those that came in late, though, let me show you. I was telling everybody earlier when I first started, my son had a gig last night. He went to Jasper, Texas. The band that he does sound for was playing a festival. And so when they were there today, just, kind of hanging out at the festival, well, where the band was set up, the booth next to them was a lady who sells crystals and incense and cards and all that kind of stuff. And he got to talking to her and told her, "Oh yeah, my mom does that," and da 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 da. And so he bought me some goodies. He got me this smell good thingy for the car. This is for the new car, so it's going in the suitcase. And then Palo Santo stick, and then he got me dragon's blood incense. God, this stuff smells so good. It's a smudging stick. And then he bought me this deck of cards. Yeah, it's still in the plastic. I haven't even opened it up yet. And I got to take it out and cleanse it and do all my goodies to it. But yeah, I went to pick him up tonight from the drummer when they got back from Texas. He's like, "Oh, I got a surprise for you." He said, "I brought you a gift." I was like, "Oh, cool." So yeah, that's kind of exciting. I can't wait to light the smudging stick because that dragon's blood incense. If you've never smelled it before, try it, and that stuff smells so good. It really, really does. Hi Debbie. Hi T Lynn. And yeah, book, you know what? I saw that happen to a lot of people in Phoenix when the housing boom went bust there. Was I was living there at the time. And I mean people were losing their homes left and right. You could go into a neighborhood and 8 out of the 10 houses that were on the block had foreclosure signs on them. And it was terrible. It really was. And and of course, when that starts happening, it brings down the property value of the homes that people are still living in. Hi, Ness. And so no, Amy, I have me an adult beverage. I have a margarita. It's green, so I figure that'll do. Um, the little frozen packages you get at the store, the squishy, you stick them in the freezer, and it's like having a frozen drink. You let them freeze up, and then you take them out and squish them around a few minutes, put it in a glass, and you're good to go. And oh, I love Little River Band. I actually saw them live. Uh, geez, probably 30 years ago, 35 years ago, no, about 30 years ago. Um, they came to town here where I live now, and with Sales and Croft, no less. And so I won tickets off the radio station. First time I ever won tickets to a concert. So that was cool. My husband and I went. We had a ball. It was a great concert. Um, but so anyway, I've just been sitting here running my mouth, seeing what y'all are yakking about in here. Amy's talking about sparkling grape cider, and and of course, Deanne brings up one of my favorite groups, which was Little River Band. I like them a lot, and I don't think I missed anybody saying hello. So, um, and let me tell you, if y'all have not taken any classes from Marina, I'm taking her 30-day. What's it called again, Marina? 30-day. Um, Crap, I'm going blank. My brain's not working. It's every day. You do a little like 10-minute thing, and then once a week we meet. And Book is taking the class with me at the same time. Um, Nest doesn't have a wrench? Well, we got to fix that. Where are you at, Ness? Marby doesn't have a wrench either. Marby, how come you don't have a wrench? You should have had a wrench by now. Okay. Marby, you're now blue. Ness, where are you? There you are. Okay. And. All right. Y'all should be good to go now. Achieving Union. Thank you. That was the name of the class that Marina's teaching. And it's really great. I'm really enjoying it, learning a lot with it. So you're going to be starting it up again in April, you said, Marina, right? If so, then y'all need to check it out. Get with Marina and check out taking it in April. So that a message from your guides. Okay, Amy, I can do that. And so okay, and Andrea. All right, give me a minute here. See, I've been running my mouth and just talking away and not paying attention to if anybody put any request in there. So if y'all would like me to pull a card, say the word, and I will do so. I got another new deck in. I swear to God, my son was like, "You got another deck?" Like it's an addiction. I can't help myself. Anyway, this is my new one that came in today, the Crystal Spirits. So I'm looking forward to opening that one up and getting going on it. And then here's another new one that I just got. This one's kind of cool. It's tarot cards, but it's all animals by Radley Valentine. He does a lot of, he does quite a few decks. He did a one that I've been using a lot lately, Angels and Auras. Auras. I can't ever say that word right. So anyway, so I got this angel, animal angel, whatever. And it's cool because like each suit, like these are the purple is the major arcana, and then fire is red, and water is aqua blue, which is fitting, and air is purple, and earth is green. So he kind of color coordinated that. The word card, please. The word. What is the word? I don't think I have that deck. Guides. Hi, Lisa Ann. I got you down. I got you, Marby. Got you, Elena. Mickey, tell me what the word is. Is that a type of card deck? I don't have that deck. Yeah, I usually get on my computer too, Lisa Ann, when I'm doing anything like this or watching, because then I can get in the chat and I can type normal. If I'm on my phone, by the time I get a sentence typed out on my phone, they've already gone on to 2 different topics. It takes me forever to get there. You said say the word. Oh, don't F with me tonight, please. My brain's not working. So, all right. All right. We'll do, because I blessed this deck earlier. So we got the Animal Tarot, and we've got that deck hasn't been cleansed yet. So I'm kind of funny about that. I don't want to use a new deck until I've cleansed it. Don't know why. It just feels like that's what I'm supposed to do. And this one, I've got Wisdom of the Oracle is the Oracle card. Yeah. So if you want an Oracle card, just say the word and say say word. With a magic, the gathering Oracle cards. Oh, cool. Oh, that's cool, Jenny. I'll have to y'all are cracking me up with this word. Okay. See, when you first said that, Mickey, I was like, what the hell is she talking about? I have a deck called the word. Or if I do, I'm not aware of it. Okay. Let's see. All righty. That's right. A little laughter is very good nighttime medicine. Okay, Amy, a message from your guide. Okay. For those of you coming in late, Amy and I will be doing a show tomorrow afternoon at 1:30, right? 1 o'clock, 1:30 Central Time. St. Patrick's Day party. So wear green. I've already got, what is it? Already got my shamrocks ready to go. I actually bought that last year. You know. Okay. But, let's see. Between worlds. Let's see what that says. Okay, Amy. For you, I pulled Between Worlds. And it says, between the worlds is where you must let go of the tendency to make assumptions. This is a time when you are unable to see what is ahead. Cultivate curiosity and trust the process of change and growth. You are done learning the lessons of recent experiences. In this place between what was and what will be is a state of making and unmaking and making again. What is essential now is to admit not knowing. There is great freedom and power to be unleashed. A mystery that is not yours to understand weaves the web of life within a divine matrix of consciousness greater than your own thoughts, feelings, beliefs, desires, and decisions. The seeds that were planted in the past begin to take root, but what surfaces will probably not be what you expect. When you are between the worlds, you are invited to see with the curious eyes of a child, glimpsing a rainbow for the first time. Do so, and you will not be disappointed. Very cool. Awesome. Okay. And so I hope that helped, Amy. Okay. Next up, I have Andrea. Okay. Yeah, Book, I do. I before I use any of my cards, I'll go through the deck and literally sit and hold each card individually and just hold it for a minute, like to impress my energy on it. And then I will sit and go through the book and I will read the book first before I start using it because I want to know what the author, not Arthur, author intended for the deck. What was the reason for making the deck? why were they making it? What is their goal with it? And so once I do that, then that kind of gives me, hi, Arwen, then that kind of gives me an idea of what it is that that deck would be best used for. Because some decks, are different decks are better to use for different types of subjects. Um, so that just helps me know, what when I'm asked a question and I actually have access to all my cards, I can look over and go, oh, okay, it's supposed to be that deck that I'm using. And I guess Spirit has been kind of lenient with me with all the moving and shuffling things around. It hasn't made me switch decks very much, which it normally will do. And okay, let's see. I want to just scroll real quick. Um, yeah, I think I got you, book. Indeed. Okay. And Andrea, learning how to meditate was the hardest thing for me. My camera keeps like going in and out of focus. I don't know what the deal is. Sure, Ness, pull 3 cards. I'll take a reading from you. Andrea, you know what started helping me is I started doing the guided messages, the guided meditations. I know Colleen the Cool Crone does those. Uh, Marina, do you do those? I think you do those too, right? Val has done some from Dragonfly Crystals. Arthur Ease Your Mind does some wonderful guided meditations. There's oh, now I'm going to go blank on her name. There's somebody else in our community that also does the guided. Terry at Holding Your Space. I could see her face and I couldn't pull her name up. Um, so in um, I lost my train of thought. What were we talking about? Wow, it went like completely out of my brain. Yeah, that's right. Kevin does too. We were talking about guided meditations. So, like right now, I'm taking that class from Marina, Achieving Unity, and she sends us a video every day. It's about 10 minutes long. Um, Sometimes it's just kind of a guided time to breathe and reflect on whatever the topic is for that day. Sometimes there's an action that she, requests, like, think on this subject and then write out what you think, like look at this picture for 3 minutes, then flip it over and write down everything you can think of. And then flip the picture back over and see what did you see and what did you not see. And that's really been very helpful for me. Um, so, Kevin Chandler, Loving Vibrations, he does guided meditations. There's so many people in our community that do those. Um, Somebody asked me once if I did them, and I said no, because my voice is not very soothing to listen to anymore. Since when I had my neck surgery, it damaged my vocal cords, which is why I sound growly all the time. I can't fix it. It's just is. So okay, Andrea, you asked for a card. Oh wow. You got a good one here. Let me find it in the book. Pulled this for somebody else the other day, and it was just All right, Andrea, I pulled for you Imagine. It says, who do you want to be? What do you need to believe in order to have the life you want? You are gifted with the power to imagine. If you can dream it, you can create it. This is the time when your imagination is the key to manifesting the life you desire. Spend time daydreaming, fashioning a vision board to help you see your goals, or meditating. Allow the power of your creativity to deliver images of what feeds your soul. Then allow your feelings to mingle with your inspirations and imagine these things being real right now. Then repeat. What you imagine will become your belief, and soon you will see these things come to pass in the outer world, all as if by magic. So, this is a manifesting card. It's quite easily telling you how to manifest something. Um, I really like this deck. I just got this deck too. My hair is atrocious looking. Libra Sun, Pisces Moon, Gemini Rising. Oh, wow. Well, in Western astrology, I'm a Gemini Sun, Aquarius Moon, Aries Rising. And in Vedic astrology, I'm a Taurus Sun, Capricorn Moon, and Pisces Rising. Talk about different signs for both sides. It's like, wow, okay, that's really different. Okay. Next up, we've got Helena with like a message from her guides, please. You got it, my dear. And yes, Deanne, you're right. Spirit does know what we think, and they know. You do astrology stuff, Ness? I'm clueless. I am clueless when it comes to astrology. I mean, it's like I would like to learn it, but every time I try, when they start getting into degrees and houses and this and that, and you gotta multiply and divide and all that, it's like, okay, no, y'all lost me. um, Neville Goddard techniques. What is that? Um, but the best thing for meditating that I found for myself is I tend to go outside every morning when I first get up with my first cup of coffee and my first cigarette. Yes, I know I shouldn't smoke, but I do. Um, and I take that 10 minutes of quiet time, and that's when I just sit and try to listen to spirit. Um, if there's a recent, video from someone that's under 10 minutes long, then I'll listen to that. Since I did Marina's class, I've been doing that um, in the mornings. So I've been thinking there's a question in my mind before geez, so much. I've had so many things answered blessing wise that it's um I guess maybe, just will my channel continue to grow? Will, I start making a little bit of money on it? I'm hoping to get memberships up and running next month. I hope, if not, maybe by May. And yeah, just a general message, Ness, whatever you pull there. Okay, Helena, I'm sorry. I'm talking and I'm not reading. Okay, let's see. What does this one say? This is a really cool deck. Um, Okay, Helena, I pulled for you All That Glitters. And it says it's only human to want to adorn oneself in trinkets and paint a pretty picture of oneself. Yeah, I love bling. Um, it's natural to want to acquire the trappings of status or to deny them as a statement of rebellion. But is but if it sparkles, is it better? Whether it's a fast car, a big house, a title or position, the stamp of authority, or the sparkling of diamonds, these icons let you know something about a person, place, or thing, or do they? The truth is that people seek to acquire things because of what they will do for them and how they symbolically will elevate them and make them more attractive. This card signals that it's time to see beyond the adornments and probe underneath the surface. Learn to recognize the masks people wear and the motives underlying them. Imagine that all the glitter is gone. Would you still desire the object or person? That's a really profound question. Hey, Rossi. Yes, Ness, that's a good way of putting it. Thank you. Um, okay. Lisa Ann is next and would love a card pull. Okay. Yeah, I just did a show with Hogarth on his channel this time. Last week before last, something like that. Um, he tickles me. He's so funny. I remember when he first got introduced to our community. Um, Diane from Diane's Tarot had come across him. I don't know how, but she invited him on her channel, and I just happened to watch it, and it was the first time that he kind of got introduced to the community, and I've been watching him ever since. Um, and he didn't know a thing about tarot cards when Diane had him on. Um, all he dealt with at the time was just the astrology, and he does the Vedic astrology, and where a lot of psychics, we get messages from our spirit guides or our ancestors. He hears from the planets, which really intrigued me when he was explaining that he gets guidance and messages from the planets up in the solar system, which I just think is the coolest thing ever. It's like, wow. Um, but he is a lot of fun, and he tries to be as accurate as he can be. Um, okay, I'm gonna star that so I can look at it a little later. Um, Ness, I can't pull for myself either. I try to pull cards for myself, and it's all over the place. All right, I'm shedding. Um, Let me see here. It's not that one. Okay. All right, Lisa Ann, I pulled for you. Breathe. It says patience in all things is called for right now. What do you need to do when you're in a rush? Slow down, of course. Meditate and trust. Breathe and repeat. Humans cannot exist without drawing breath. Now, oops, now is a time to allow the life giving element of air to replenish your body, your being, and your very essence. Stop to smell the roses, breathe in the sunlight, and release the darkness, and miracles will appear. I'm a firm believer in that. I learned breathing techniques several years back when I took a Tai Chi class. Um, and one of the first things It was an offshoot of Tai Chi. It's called Gikong, which is really good for those of us who have spinal injuries because it's very slow, very fluid, kind of stretchy type movements. Um, and when I took the class, the first thing they taught us was how to breathe like you were going to go into a meditation. And it's breathing in through your nose and breathe it like put your hand on your solar plexus until it pushes your hand out. That's the kind of deep breath you're going to take. And then you draw it all in and then hold it to like the count of 3 or 4 and then blow it out through your mouth. Okay, so you breathe in, hold, blow it out. Now, don't do it too fast or you will hyperventilate and pass out. I've done that too. Um, that hurts, especially if you fall out of the chair. But to do it slowly and just know that you're drawing in. This is the way I visualize it when I do my breathing exercises, is that I'm drawing in spirit. I'm letting that energy fill me up and course throughout me. And then I blow out all the negativity that's in my soul. Um, whatever it is that maybe I got an Akashic reading from Val, Dragonfly Crystals, and we were pulling up stuff, old stuff, some of it generational stuff that happened in a previous life that I had to just let go of. And it's a lot harder than it sounds. But with Val helping me work through it, it was really, really it was eye-opening. Absolutely eye-opening. I was like, wow, I can't believe it was that. You're welcome, Lisa Ann. I mean, like I said, I was horrible at meditating because I can't get my brain to shut up. Much like my mouth, it runs nonstop. So, like I tell people, I didn't have diarrhea of the mouth. I don't know when to shut up. Um, so, excuse me. If you do a guided meditation or just sit and be quiet for 5 minutes, just do 5 minutes. I mean, I know people that meditate for like hours. It's like, I don't know. I don't know how they do that. If I can do 5 to 10 minutes, that's a good day for me. Because it's like, oh, wow, I got through that. And the one thing that I've read and then have experienced is that when you are trying to meditate, if your brain brings something to the forefront, you need to pay this bill or you need to go to this place to pick something up or whatever. Just acknowledge that you got that reminder and then go right back into the meditation time. Try not to let it distract you. Um, so, okay, let's see. Who's next? I'm talking. Miss Marby, a card for you. You got it, my dear. These are finally starting to shuffle a little bit. I've shared the picture before, Ness, of my spirit guides, which are Native American. And I got it from when I lived in Phoenix. I was like right next door to one of the reservations. Like you just crossed the highway, and the other side of the highway was a reservation. And I was on the city side. And I used to go to that little cigarette store on the reservation, and I would go there because it was cheaper. And I got to know and make friends with the guys that ran the place. and they were giving out calendars one year, and all the pictures in the calendar were from local artists from that tribe, which was really cool. But there was one picture that just like grabbed me by the throat, and I physically heard in my head, "We're your guides." That was before I opened this door up to my abilities, and I didn't know what that meant. I was like, "My guides, what the hell does that mean?" But I couldn't walk away from the picture. That's how strongly it hit me. And my mother saw this and she snuck it out of the house when she could. She took that picture out of the calendar and snuck it out of the house and went and had it matted and framed for me. And it sits up on my wall. You can see some of the stuff. It sits up there on that wall. And it's the first thing I see in the morning and the last thing I see at night are my guides looking over me. And I don't know if it's just the Cherokee in me that brought out Native American shaman for me or what, but yeah, that picture is like anytime we've moved, that's like the first thing I pack up and unpack is my picture, because I'm terrified it's going to get broken or lost or something. Um, or I used to be, I should say. I'm not anymore. I've learned to let that kind of fear go. If it disappears, then that just means somebody else needed it more than I did. Hi, Moon Scarab and Debbie Joyce. I don't remember if I said hi to you. And Heather. Hi, Heather. All right, Marby. Ooh, another good one. All right, let me find it in the book here. Okay, the card I pulled for you, Marby, says, "Truth be told." And it says on here, there is the truth, which is the essence of a thing. And then there is a truth, subjective according to the philosophy of the adherent or believer. So there's actually two kinds of truth that can be told. I mean, when you're dealing with a factual situation, then yeah, do your research, line up all your facts because you'll need it. Um, and yeah, just hang on to truth. Know that. Did I finish reading this? Okay, I'm going to start over because I don't remember where I left off. Okay, so it was truth be told. And it talks about there is the truth, which is the essence of a thing, and then there is a truth, subjective according to the philosophy of the adherent or believer. This is not a time for debate about which truth is truer. This is a time when you are called to proclaim your truth out loud and be willing to be transparent, honest, and open in your communication with others and with yourself. Nothing less than surrender to what is, peeling off the layers of denial that kept you tied to an illusion will set you free. Be authentic and gloriously flawed in spirit will answer with miracles. Damn, girl, that's a pretty good card. Holy moly. Okay, let's see. All right, let's shuffle the deck a little bit. The only thing about oracle cards, they're so damn big. It's hard to shuffle them, especially when it's a really thick card stock that they get printed out on. So, all right. Okay, next up, We have book bewitched. And okay. And I saw your second question there for an oracle, which is what we're pulling tonight. You choose what cards. There we go. And I don't really choose. I mean, spirit chooses. You know, it's literally cards will go flying out of my hand, although sometimes it's me just having muscle spasms and things go crashing to the ground. But yeah, it's important. Oh, I don't like the way that looks. All right, book. I pulled for you Poised. And it says, you can be assured that you are ready for anything right now. You know what you need to. Your skills are sharp. You've come to this place armed with wisdom and knowledge. And you sense a new phase of your life about to begin. People respond to your confidence and trust you. There is an auspicious time to begin new things. Now that's pretty cool. That almost feels like the hangman, you know, just kind of got to chill your jets a little bit. So I hope that helped, honey. Book is in the class Marina's teaching this month too, so that's kind of nice. All right. Okay, book. Did I just read for you, book, or is that the last? I've lost track. Oh, good God. Deanne, if you can learn that language, learn it. It will make a big difference in your life. Anytime you learn a foreign language, it actually increases blood flow to the brain and allows the brain to think more critically, um, which is necessary when you're going on a trip to another country. You sure don't want to land in the middle of a war, right? So, yeah, that's exactly book. Yeah, exactly what we were talking about today. Okay, next up. Oh, I just did you. And Andrea, word, you'll crack me up. Oh, they're putting non-skippable on my. We don't have control over the commercials on our channels anymore. YouTube completely took over that decision of what is allowed and what isn't, how long it runs and how long it doesn't. Um, so yeah, talk about Big Brother's watching. You can't even get a damn phone call in privacy. Um, okay. Andrea. Oh, I like that. One page too fast. There we go. Okay, Andrea, I pulled for you soulmates. And it says you are meant to evolve and transform with the companionship of others. Certain people enter into your life in order to take you to the next level of healing, consciousness, and authenticity. It is always a reciprocal experience, although the results for each of you will vary. You know these people by the strong pull drawing you toward them, and sometimes by a strong aversion to them initially, too. Soulmates can be friends for life or remain in your life for only a short time. No matter what, you will be changed in ways you can't possibly understand now. Pay attention to these new people today. They are your greatest gifts. Wow, that's pretty magical there, Andrea. Very good. And thank you, Teresa. Yes, please remember to hit the like button. And after the show is over and they post it, go in and leave a comment, an emoji, whatever. And that helps boost the algorithm, so that when somebody is channel surfing a certain topic and they're looking through the library, looking, and then they come across this section of horror stories. I mean, some really bad ones. And my brother saw, no, that was a message for somebody else. Okay. It's a message for my brother who's currently asleep. So we will leave that until tomorrow. Um, Sometimes they do that to me, man. They just like pop in and start throwing things into my brain. I'm like, okay, now I sound crazy. Um, Alrighty. Next up, we have Deanne. Didn't I just read for you? I just read for you. Didn't I? Am I losing my mind? Rossi, it's not for everyone. I mean, in order for us to get paid, you have to put all of that private information in. I run anything that's financial. I run it through either my PayPal or my Venmo account. I don't give out my private um, information. Like, somebody can't like go look up my personal bank information or anything like that. They have to go through steps. And okay, Deanne, did I read your card? I read for you, didn't I? I'm pretty sure. Um, or am I just? I'm just thinking. Nope. Okay, I didn't read. Okay, okay. Thank you, Deanne. I'm sitting there and I'm looking. I'm like, did I just read for her? I should probably not unstar y'all until after I do the reading. Usually, when I click and put you up, I take the star away so that I don't get confused with it, and otherwise I'll forget and I'll just keep calling the same same name. Neck. Jesus. All right, now you go back there. All right, Deanne. This looks like a very interesting card. What does it say? What does it have to say? Okay, I drew for you, thinker. Somebody sitting and thinking it through. Something most people today fail miserably at getting done. And it says, the ability to reason and strategize is the focus now. Take things at face value and follow the logical path. Your calculations will prove to be correct, for in this moment there is no deeper meaning than what is obvious. Excuse me. Things are exactly as they seem. You have all the information you need. Keep it simple and you will win the game of life you're playing right now. All right. I kind of like that message. I think I'll take it for myself as well. Hope you don't mind. We'll share that message. Um, okay. I did you already. Arwen the Gray. I haven't seen you in a while, darling. Okay. An oracle card. Very good. I don't know why they have to make these cards so doggone big. Like, makes it so hard to shuffle. All right, Arwen. Oh, I like the sound of this one. Okay, number 34. I went too far. Well, geez. Okay, here we go. All right, Arwen, I pulled for you a leg up, and it says, you come to a point where going it alone is no longer optimal for you. Life has a way of presenting you with the perfect people to align with who can give you a leg up during this next phase of your journey. Help comes to you in all the areas of your life where you need a boost. The trick is to accept that aid so freely given. When you embrace interdependence, following teamwork and independence to commingle, miracles happen. Now is now. Now is such a time. Blah, 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 blah. I can't talk. That was pretty. That was a good card. Okay, Arwen, thank you for playing. And okay. Okay, next up we've got Deanna. I read for you already. Okay, Ness would like a card. There we go. Mickey, you didn't get your card? Okay, darling, I don't know. I must have missed it. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going to do you next. Exactly, book. I tend to do better with one or two card readings than I do with a whole spread. I mean, I know some people do a whole spread, and it really is amazing how they lay out all these cards and they look at it and they can pull that story right out of what those cards are saying. And I get so overwhelmed with it that I literally freeze up. And are you going to bed now, Marina? Are you the one saying goodbye, or are you just saying goodbye to other people? Okay. Yeah, I hear you, Arwen. It's been a busy time for a lot of us, and you're very welcome. All right, Ness, I know you're here. Marina has gone to bed. I thought that's what I saw. Okay. Actually, it's kind of an oatmeal color. It's not really white. God, my hair looks atrocious. Jeez. All right. Ness. All right. I drew for you Observer. And it says most people see the world through a personal lens. They closely identify with their feelings and experiences, so much so that they come to believe that these are the only reality. There are times when you need distance in order to gain perspective and understand your circumstances from a more neutral vantage point. Now is one of those times in your life. This is a perfect moment for you to begin to do some exploring. Instead of only considering yourself, consider what you need to understand about the conditions, people, culture, and environment you're engaged with now. You'll be happy you did. Illumination is the miracle you seek and will indeed find. Very good. So you got illumination coming your way with this. Awesome. I think I can squeeze you in, Bora Bora. Okay. Nikki didn't get a card yet because I missed her. I'm so sorry. But we're gonna do a card right now. And I do your card, and then I'm gonna do Bora Bora's card, and then I'm gonna call it a night. I do need to get some sleep. And I was starting to babble. So, all right, Mickey, my dear. Oh, you can't make this crap up. Oh my God. Y'all all just heard me say this is going to be like Mickey and somebody else. I don't remember. That's terrible. Um, Bora Bora. Okay. These are the last two I'm getting. Mickey, I blew for you. Time to go. I swear to God, you can't make this shit up. Um, it's sorry. Okay. You are at the end of one journey and have not yet begun the next. This is the moment to bless your experience thus far. Take stock of what you've learned. It's time to move on to new experiences and a new way of being. There is nothing left for you to do, be, or experience in your present circumstances. Take the risk and move on, even if you need to be in transition for a time. Your destiny is calling you. That's pretty profound. Wow, that was a good one. All right. All these pop offs off my window. And last but most assuredly not least, we have Bora Bora. Like a card. Yes, ma'am. Let's give these a shuffle. I can't believe how difficult it is sometimes to shuffle some of these cards. It's like, okay, I'm not a man. I don't have the hands that are humongous like a lot of them do. And of course, most of our local grocery chains, they do um, they do organic foods and stuff, so that's always nice. Up, Bora Bora, I pulled time to go. You think Spirit's trying to give me a message? I'm just shut up and go to bed, Sherry. Let's see. And of course, this says, you are at the end of one journey and have not yet begun the next. This is the moment to bless your experience thus far. Take stock of what you've learned. It's time to move on to new experiences and a new way of being. There is nothing left for you to do, be, or experience in your present circumstances. Take the risk and move on, even if you need to be in transition for a time. Your destiny is calling you. So, wow, that's pretty good. Going on a trip, are we, Bora Bora? Me too. I'm going to California in a couple of weeks. So that's pretty cool. All right. Thanks, Lisa Ann. Slumber party. I like the way you put that. Yeah, that's great. Oh, and did I show y'all? I used it for the thumbnail, but you may not have seen it yet. It's covered up by my messy mug right now. Let me see if I can do a share screen real quick. I have been, for the last 2.5 years, doing my damnedest to try and find a logo. It's like it's been in my head, but I'm not an artist. And so I couldn't take what was in my head and put it on a piece of paper. And I've been trying for like 2.5 years, almost 3 years now, trying to come up with a logo. And because, it's like, how do you depict voices from the swamp? How do you show that picture that with one look, someone says, oh, okay, she's doing predictions. She's reading tarot. She's reading oracles. Don't ask me why it works that way, but it does. Anyway, let me see here if I can. I think this is the right picture. Yes. Okay. Alrighty then. I want to share with y'all Michelle Marie from Astrological Tarot. She did a kind of like a logo, a symbol of me and my uniqueness, and not be afraid of the alligators and snakes and everything else that was around her. That's how I saw this in my head. Then I'm going to show you this picture. And so I was talking with Michelle and about a week ago, and she said something about doing digital art. I was like, oh, I didn't realize you did that. I said, do you do logos? And she said, yeah, I can do those. I said, man, we got to get together so that I can tell you what it is I'm trying to take out of my brain and put into a picture to try to depict my channel. I said, and I've just had the worst luck. She said, okay, I'll play around with it. Well, day before yesterday, she sent me a picture and that she created digitally a digital art piece. And the minute I looked at it, I thought, and I told her, I said, how the hell did you do this? I said, it's like you went inside my brain and took the picture that I've been thinking about for almost 3 years, and boom, you put it on well, not on paper, but the equivalents of paper. And I was just blown away with it. And then we kind of tweaked it back and forth. She did some different pictures and stuff. And anyway, this is her capturing my vision in my brain and putting it on paper. Well, digitally anyway. Share screen. Share screen. Okay. I just want to show y'all this because this just blew me away when she drew this. Okay. There you go. What do y'all think? I think it's so me of where I've been coming from for this channel. And when she created this picture, I literally, the first words out of my mouth were, how did you do that? It's like you went into my brain and you pulled out that one little memory of some kind that's kind of been festering all these years. And you got right to it. And then I had some headshots that I had done with an app called New Profile Pic. Um, and you can download a picture and then you can have them make it look cartoony or, have the color schemes changed, that kind of thing. And he was really impressed with, my son was really impressed with this as well because he's an artist. But so this is what Michelle created and sent to me. And I sent her a couple of headshots that I had been playing around with. She was able to morph them into the picture, put my face with that picture. So I just wanted to show that to you. She just went above and beyond. It is beyond beautiful artwork. I told her, I said, I will be shouting it to the rooftops for everyone to know. I mean, she doesn't charge an astronomical amount of money to create, artwork for you. Um, so it can be, it's not like she's demanding money for a thing, but it's an energy exchange. I mean, it's just like when we do private readings for people and they pay us in advance to do a reading. It's an energy exchange. It's a way to make a living on top of it, but you're exchanging energy. You're paying me money to do a reading or to create a piece of art or to make you a piece of clothing or to build you a house or, I mean, it's not just in the aspect of, you're demanding a bunch of money from me to do something. It's, I am offering you an exchange here of money for something that I need that I am not able to produce myself. When she sent me this picture, I was, like I said, I was gobsmacked. I was like, I cannot believe you went into my brain and you managed to pluck out the picture that's been sitting there for almost 3 years of me trying to explain to people what I wanted it to look like. Because of my biggest thing falling back on was, how do you depict in picture form voices from the swamp? How did you do that? And she did it wonderfully. I mean, she's got the egret and the alligator in the background, the birds up in the sky. You've got orbs and fairy lights in the swamp. Um, I just, yeah. So, I mean, y'all will be seeing this a lot. um, but I'm and like I told her, I said, I'm gonna be showing this picture to everybody and talking it up because um it is remarkable what she was able to produce in less than a week. I mean, I know people that have gone to artists for stuff like that. It took months before they got anything back. And she did it in less than a week. And it just blows my mind. Somebody with that kind of talent. You know, I mean, I can't. Cash Peters looks like Picasso next to me, the stick people, even. I am not artistically inclined in that way. And that's okay. It doesn't bother me. We all have our talents in things that are different. Um, yeah, book. I mean, she's got some beautiful artwork. And what started the conversation was she had posted something in a short, and it was a dragon. And well, I collect dragons. And I saw the picture and I was like, wow. I said, where did you get that picture? That is the coolest looking dragon I've ever seen. She said, I drew it. I was like, wait a minute, you do artwork? And she's like, yeah, I do artwork. She said, I do digital art, you know. And she said, I created it. I was like, oh my goodness. I could not get over it. It was just beyond gorgeous. And that's how we got to talking about this and you know, um I'm really, really touched that she did this for me, and I'm just gobsmacked at her abilities to just look into my mind and pull out that picture, put it down and say, is this what you want? Is this what you're talking about? Bingo. Ding, 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 ding. Exactly. Thank you, Deanne. Um, thank y'all. I'm glad y'all like the picture because you're gonna see a lot of it. You're gonna see a lot of it because I'm gonna be showing it to everybody. Um, but yeah, so all right. Well, it is 1:15 in the morning, AM, and I've really got to go to bed and get some sleep because I have to get up early tomorrow morning and I have two shows to do. So need to kind of be awake for that. So Michelle Marie Astrological Tarot is the name of her channel. And in fact, hang on a minute. Let me pull this up real quick. Um, all right, where did I go? Okay, I am going to put her link to her channel in the chat, and then that way y'all can go there, and there's contact information of how to get in touch with her on her channel. So, and she's such a beautiful soul, inside and out. Um, but yeah, so you know, it's like I said, it's a fair price that she asked for it. You know, she starts at 150, and then additional charges for every remake she has to do when the client is tweaking it, going, I don't like it like this, I'd rather like that. Well, that requires you to go in and spend your time and change the picture. You know, so of course you're going to charge extra for that. That's, you know, that's how she makes her living. So, or one of the ways she makes a living. So, but I just wanted to share that with y'all because I just can't get over the picture. The fact that she got it, she pulled it out of my brain and just boom, put it down. It was like, is this what you want? I was like, oh my God. Yes. So anyway, it is now 1:16 and I've been talking long enough. Thank y'all for coming and playing with me tonight and just hanging out and let's talk and all kinds of stuff. Uh, I really do enjoy just chatting with all of y'all. I will be in California on the 10th and 11th of April. So if you are anywhere in the vicinity of Palm Springs or Los Angeles, let me know because I want to try to do like the next day. We'll fly in on one day and then we'll probably leave the next day. But before I leave, I would really love to just, a lot of restaurants have like party rooms that you can use when you're going to have a party of, say, more than 10 or 15 people. They recommend using a party room. And there's a couple of places in my information that, gives you all of that. So, anyway, so I'm going to go to bed and quit babbling. I've said that about 10 times now. I put her YouTube channel in the chat. So go and check it out. She has some beautiful artwork. She's also a Vedic astrologer and very damn good at it. As well as all of her shows, all of her tarot shows, or whatever you want to call it, all of her metaphysical shows. There we go. So, thank you all very much for coming and hanging out with me. I'm going to bed. Mwah. Bye to everybody. Y'all be good.